Hi, I'm Jale. Welcome to my channel. This is going to be a reading for the Pleiadians for May 2020. Let's see what messages come up for you guys. So, Pleiadians. They're showing me an interconnected network between two other factions here. Could be Sirius. One of them could be Sirius, Orion. They're talking about being the faction of the same body, the same group of people. It feels like it's like there's an alliance. It's like there's some kind of an alliance going on with two other factions of people. But it feels like this is based on the North Node changing, going into Gemini. Because I keep getting the number 3, which is obviously Gemini, isn't it? Yeah, there's something around Gemini energy and the North Node that is currently changing. Let's see for Pleiadians, please. Messages for May. It's like if you've been... I feel like they're sending help. It's like they're sending some kind of backup. Yes. Star Keeper, Cosmic Ancestor, seed the light by staying grounded. And can you see there's that Egyptian kind of reference there? Star Keeper, Cosmic Ancestor, seed the light by staying grounded. So it's like you're the placement down on the Earth grid. There's a placement up in the ethers. And there's another placement, there's a third placement somewhere else. And I'm trying to figure out where that is. It could be a star, another star system. It could also be on the planet. It doesn't have to necessarily be. But there's Liu, there's definitely someone else in the ethers that's connecting here. It could be your, again, it's your ancestor that's feeding you information. It's like you're getting close ancestral kind of information through. But there's also another energy here. A third body of energy that you're connecting with. Now, could it be the fact that you're trying to manifest another energy in order to help? Yes, it could be that. We've got here that your life is a canvas. Your life is a canvas. Artistic, manifestation, creative accountability. Why don't you believe... Why don't you believe? You're looking at your current surroundings here and not understanding the kind of greater energy of all of this. There's something hidden as well that's very... Can you see here, if you look at this card, there's a face in this card. In fact, I'll tell it the way that the face is actually reflecting. Can you see it? It looks, if you look there, it looks like a face. Half of a face. It looks like an eye and a nose. And if you can you see it looks like a face? Just in that part there. Around here. Something is trying to assist you here. And I feel like you haven't acknowledged it or noticed it. But you're getting help. But I feel like you're being drawn into a different location or place. But... this is a female energy that's coming through to help here. It's like, I want to say open your mind. Open your mind to new possibilities. That's how I want to say it. Open your mind. It's something about something about what you're being shown isn't it's like a, I mean, yeah, it's illusionary, but trust yourself more, trust your instincts more than your visual at the moment. That's how I want to say it. If you feel like there's a face there and it's leading you and telling you something, then great, if you feel that. But if it's just a visual and you're not feeling anything, that's going to be the difference. This is about a higher mind. higher consciousness. You know how your soul star and your higher chakras are aligned in a certain manner? You're about to hit upon another alignment here to create a higher awareness or consciousness, and they're talking about being stuck or remaining stuck for some reason. Maybe you're fearful about what that brings, but let's have a look. Yeah, surrender to the sweetness, Venus energy, pleasure, joy, make love to life. So again, it feels like you're trying to find that energy of connection. Find it within you. This is someone is trying to bring about more connections here. But the thing is that they're slightly disconnected within the self. So Spirit is sort of saying, when you finally connect with you, that will improve the connection with the outer, the external. Someone's getting very frustrated about how they're not able to get or gain certain information. Wow. Yeah, look. You're charging ahead into something that they're trying to ask you to sort of bring this back. It says earth pulsing, pulse of the mother, slow down, time in nature. So it's about concentration of the current sort of physical, what is currently going on. And then earth school, life lessons, soul growth, study, higher learning. There's a particular lesson that you're being shown at the moment that they're saying you're wanting to charge ahead and bring something in, but you haven't noticed what's currently in front of you before you can bring that in, because it's like there's a focus on the wrong things. You're trying to manifest the wrong things. That's how it's feeling to me. Blue flame, spontaneous awakening, activation, integration time. Spontaneous awakening, activation, integration. You're trying to integrate your truth. But there's a disconnect because, again, you're focusing outwards based on a connection that you feel like you've lost, or something that was lost in the ethers. Bring the energy back. You guys are focusing very heavily on this love energy here. Empathic starseed, energetic sovereignty, absorbing what's not yours. Yeah. You're trying to find answers for things that but it's not for you, it's for everything, and you're just being asked to scale this back a little bit. Please, it's almost like, can you see here in this picture, she's looking at her reflection and she's trying to understand, first of all, themselves. There's an observational energy in all of these cards here as well, which is great. You're observing. You're not fully, absorbing what's not yours. The problem with that is you're then not also absorbing what is yours and working through that, which is blocking you essentially from moving forwards, if I'm being totally honest with you. At this moment in time. Yeah, look, cracked open. Reaching rock bottom. Surrender to the alchemy of life. Yeah, just let this, you're looking so far ahead into certain energies that you're not allowing something else to come to you for your own personal development. It's like you're charging so far ahead with other things that your own kind of abundant energy isn't able to manifest, because you're not looking at your own smaller, because it's like you're looking at totally the bigger picture, and you're looking totally at Yeah, just try and look at the within you and your environment. I'm just trying to listen to what they're saying here. It's like you're focusing so much on the bigger picture, but your own inner environment is needing to be looked at. Okay, let's see. Let's go with the good tarot. You want another deck? What are we doing? No. Which one are we doing, guys? Okay. Right, so this is the Fountain Tarot we're going to be using. Okay. Right. Almost put the candle out. Put them back. Wow. So we've got the Queen of Cups here and the Queen of Coins. Two very totally different energies. We've got one that rules on the earth, essentially, very grounded energy, and one that is very much in the ethers. Which are you ruling? Which are you ruling at the moment? Because you've got what it's like. We're trying to find a balance here within both of these energies in order for the magic to happen and for this kind of gateway here. But it's like when you're meant to be viewing and sort of understanding your intuition, you're viewing the opposite, and you're viewing more your practical energy. It's a stalemate. It's like they're trying to move you along, but you're doing, it's like a trial and tested method of what you're usually reverting into that you're sticking to. They're trying to move you out of that. Yeah, we've got Strength and the Three of Coins. So on one hand, we've got, again, another option, moving forward into a totally brand new cycle. And then on the other hand, we've got the Two of Cups and the Page of Wands, where it's like you've got to, okay, because on the earth plane, I feel like you've got probably a love scenario going on. You're defaulting into a different energy because of this love scenario, and Spirit are not wanting you to do that. They want you to stay in this balance of Queen of Cups. In fact, they want you to stay in this Empress energy. They don't want Queen of Cups or Queen of Swords reverting between the two. They want this to be kind of finely tuned. The problem with it is there's this weakness energy of like, it feels very past life. Strength, Three of Coins. There's a weakness trap that you're being kind of pulled into here. Which I think probably got you distracted previously, is currently also distracting you again. Don't fall into that trap. But something is pulling you in two different directions here. It's like you're being asked to maintain your growth as a soul, your soul evolution, over your immediate instant gratification of love. That's it's like, don't compromise yourself for that. Don't compromise yourself for that. Please. Six of Swords. Moving on to something that is going to give healing. Star. Knight of Coins. Seven of Cups. But you're not sure what. It's like, you need to move on from something. You need to move on and to get to a different energy. But you're not entirely sure what that would involve. It's like because you're in this default kind of back and forward energy. It's throwing off what your next decision is. Knight of Coins, Seven of Cups. This is about your choice. This is about your choice. This is also about third party energy. King of Wands. It's a test. It's a test to see, King of Wands with Ten of Cups, to see, I mean, obviously the ultimate outcome is that, you know, the emotional happiness, isn't it? That's the ultimate outcome with this, but you're expecting someone to choose or make a decision when you're not choosing. And they're saying, why not? Why aren't you choosing? You've forgotten, there's someone that's, again, it's like, look, magician and emperor and hermit. I feel like you probably could evolve and develop something utilizing this kind of manifestational energy, but it's like you're waiting and you haven't quite understood where you're going because of the current situation that you're in that's diluting your energy a little bit here. But there's competition here. It's like Emperor and the Five of Wands. Someone's not choosing, and so you're not choosing. It's like you're putting yourself on hold. You're putting yourself on hold. Yeah. Yeah, look. So King of Swords in the reverse, Nine of Coins in the reverse. Someone is desperately trying to hold on to something that is not serving them. Could be a relationship that's coming to an end that they don't want to end, and so because of that, it could be that your energy is a stalemate, and so this person's not deciding. How I'm reading this is clear your energy because it will affect them. Someone's to make a decision here that their earthly pursuits are distracting them over what their etherical or their spiritual mission is, and it's like they've forgotten who they are, and it's distracting you as well, if that makes any sense. Bottom of the deck, Eight of Cups. Yeah, look, the Ace of Coins. This is the Ace of Coins. Someone is, it's like there's a fight for this. This is being sought after. This is actively being sought after, and the most ironic thing about all of this is they're looking for something external that this is, and it's in themselves. They're chasing after something, or you're chasing after something that is in you. But you're chasing it externally, and it's not external, it's always been in you. There's too many cards that flew out then, let's see. Yeah, look. So we've got the Seven of Coins here. This is a bit of a waiting game going on. There's a bit of a waiting game here. People are assessing a situation. People are collating information. Now, obviously, Seven of Coins and Ace of Coins is an Eight of Coins, which is about working on something. The more you're cultivating and understanding your own inner insights, the easier it will be for the other counterpart or the other situation or the other person to understand this, because there's a mirroring going on here. This will inevitably create self-awareness and therefore a tower moment within the other person's situation, which will then affect you, which will then affect everything. The quicker and the easier it is. It's like there's an understanding here that needs to be brought to awareness. Yeah, look, 8 of Cups. Eventually, someone will move away. But in the interim, focus on you, cultivate that Ace of Pentacles in you. Put your investment into you. Because then when you're doing that, it is going to help with the other counterpart situation or the other situation that is currently going on. Understand that as well. Okay, let's pull some Sacred Destiny for the Pleiadians outcome for May, please. Sacred Destiny. Sacred Destiny, please. Outcome for May. Outcome for May for Pleiadians, please. May 2020. What is the outcome for the Pleiadians? Pleiadians. Can you give them the Pleiadians? Outcome for May 2020. Outcome for May 2020. Okay. So there's a standstill that you're going to be looking at this and wondering, when is it moving? What's happening? Why is there a standstill? Can you see the heron is observing? There's no action being taken place. The heron is observing to wait until at a very, very kind of immediate moment to take action. Okay. Now the reason that there's a standstill is because underneath it all there is some healing going on that needs to take place. Now it could be that there is some disruption that comes forward, in which point maybe you'll see that. But then when the healing is done in this month, then there will be action, there will be movement. Can you see the storm clouds? Now, someone is trying to make the best of a situation, I feel, with this. Wisdom. Can you see? This is surrender. This is someone that's gone right deep to that kind of bottom of that ocean to really assess. So don't forget, they observed. They were doing the healing and then they took action, and the action was to delve into the depths, the emotional depths. So put it this way, if you're sat there going, yeah, but I'm not ready to delve into the emotional depths, this may be why there's no action. All right, just take that as it resonates, if it resonates. Okay, let's go with the Nature's Whispers here. Final outcome card for you guys. Pleiades, outcome. Pleiades, outcome, please. Pleiades, outcome. Pleiades. Show your support, but it came out in the reverse. Who is not showing their support? If they're not showing your support, show it to yourself first. Like I said, bring that pentacle back to you. If you're showing yourself the support first, then again, you will have that reflected back. If you're ignoring your needs, can you see she's acknowledging herself, but she's doing it outside of herself? There's a mirroring going on here. It's like, do you need help? And then this other one's saying, well, yeah, I do, but you need help too. Who's going to help? Who's going to help each other first? Are you going to help you first, and then that will then be able to help me? Or there's a mirroring here. They're just saying, take the opportunity that is presented to you. Take the opportunity that is presented to you. I'm going to go and do the Keepers of the Light deck as well after this, because they've just asked me to pull a card from that as well. They want me to... I don't know if there's another card coming out here. There could be one more. Please use your intuition. Please just really trust that intuition that you've got there. This is going to be really important because, again, it's like for upgrades. It's also going to increase your confidence the more you're trusting in that empowerment. Really trust that kind of intuition. That's going to be really, really important for this month. I want to go to Keepers of the Light because I feel like there's they want to say something. Ladies, messages, please. They're just saying you must observe this. Try not to again, observe the situation, but then focus on the self. Ladies, please. May 2020. Pleiades. Yeah, keep that intention going, Diana. Focus intention. Think about what you desire. Set your sights high and expect the best possible outcome. Don't be deterred. Don't be deterred. This is not the time to feel it's like your intuition is outweighing the other realities that could be involved. Make sure that you're focusing on that and not the opposite end of that. Make sure that you're keeping yourself focused. Don't forget, Diana's ruling the moon here. The moon is the unseen, is that intuition. Yeah, not only that, but if you're setting your sights high, it will keep to your alignment of yourself. If you're setting it to a certain level that doesn't serve, would it manifest? They're saying no. There's something in this that people are getting distracted by setting intentions at a certain level, and then when it's not manifesting, they're questioning it. Is it meant to manifest? That's the question. We've got White Eagle, Ancestor Spirit. Connect to your lineage. A family wound or pattern can be healed now. Why don't you trust yourself? I feel like someone's definitely been getting messages from their ancestors and they've been ignoring them. It's like someone's trying to reach out to tell you, no, these messages are, they're yours. Trust. You have to trust yourself. You have to. If people can get in between the trust of yourself and of you, nah, that's where it goes. You know, that's where it gets really complicated. Make sure if you have nothing else, you trust yourself, please. Now, if you sit there and go, yeah, but I don't know how to do that, set little targets. Cultivate that every day. Don't expect, and again, withdraw your energy. Try and, you know, sit and kind of meditate on that. If you're around 15,000 people who are all dismissing you, then is that going to help your trust? No. So just, again, sit in and do very small base decisions and then work your way up when you've understood the tells and the way that the guides communicate. But you trusting yourself is the first thing. So if you've got all this stuff going on where you're trying to decide, put that on hold and focus back on you and your trust of the self. Because if you can't trust yourself, how can you set an intention? Because you're going to sit there and go, well, I don't trust this, but I'm going to send it out anyway, and oh, it didn't come back, I'm so surprised. Of course it didn't, because you don't trust yourself, you know. Divine directed intervention and purpose. Divine intervention is occurring. Know that you are being guided and happiness is your purpose. So you're being directed. Please heed the information as best you can. This is on its way, but you're just not physically seeing it yet. One more. Ladies. Kuan Yin, yeah, care and compassion. Choose to be loved. Do what is right for everyone involved. Offer a helping hand. Maintain that kind of open heart center. Do not sacrifice yourself to get ahead. That is definitely not your path either. If you've got to try and sacrifice all your morals and ethics just to get ahead, do not. Please do not. It's about understanding the self first and foremost. This is about understanding the self. This is a lesson to help you understand you as well. As it may be collectively a little bit chaotic, but there is method in the madness here. They're saying one more. Sanat Kumara, light activation. Shine your light. Your internal guidance is coming through loud and clear. Trust it. You have to trust this. I'm just hearing this is opening a doorway for you. This is opening a doorway for you. There's an upgrade here. I'm getting very strong third eye energy here. It's like in the dream state. Someone's walking through it. I can see someone walking through a tunnel. It's like someone's going home in their dream state to collectively gain information and then bringing it back. But when they wake up, they're doubting all this information and they're going, did I see that? Did I see this? Set some time aside when you wake up, if you can, to sit and review, because the information you're bringing through is going to be really important. Sacifice Bay Ascension, move into your true self, rise above the darkness, the light is here. Again, it's that balance. Someone's trying to bring you into this balance here, but it's a balance of your activation up there. It's like you've recently may have lowered an expectation or something to fit in or to allow something to go smoothly here, but they're saying that's not the way. There's a way of doing it by, as I say, following this guidance in the dream state and bringing it through here that doesn't involve your compromise of self, that you can still get to what you want. So don't, whatever you do not compromise the self and focus the energy back to you. They're saying it's all gonna, you just let it play out. It's all gonna, this will all come into alignment, but you have to again, this is trust. This you have to trust that this is an option. You have, bottom of the deck, green Tara, supreme protection. If you're sat there going, yeah, but if I don't do this, then this is going to happen. Down here, yeah, down here that's the case, but up there, you've got to remember, we're not tapping into the darker realms, we're tapping into the lighter realms. Up there, they've got it in hand. If you're sat doubting that, then you're losing your trust and faith in source. And they're asking you to recalibrate. And I get it, down here the energy is that rife that it's kind of easy to forget sometimes, but this is a test. Kalimar, facing fear. Major spiritual changes are unfolding. This is your chance to soar. Do not, again, this is death and rebirth. Don't forget Kalimar's death and rebirth. Every time I stop shopping, they're like, one more. Okay, let me just pull one more card here for I'm going to go with the Sacred Rebels as a final card. Okay, Pleiades, please. Outcome, Pleiadians, May 2020. What is Pleiadians' final outcome? Yeah. Releasing allegiances that no longer serve. Release allegiances that no longer serve. Go back to the alignment of the self, but you have to trust that the alignment of the self is the right self for you, and not the self that is being kind of evolving into something that maybe is not as much in alignment for the self that you maybe were expecting or they're expecting. Okay guys, this was your reading for the Pleiadians for May 2020. Hopefully that's been of some help. Thank you for all your likes, shares and subscriptions. It means a lot to me. Catch me live Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 PM British Standard Time. Until next time, take care.